So let's talk about President Biden's speech at the conclusion of the G7 summit today and ask ourselves, where does it put us on the justice front? Because justice matters. Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. So I want to do a quick video about President Biden's speech today at the conclusion of the G7 summit. But first, two quick announcements. Number one, as you can see, I'm not actually appearing on today's video. That's because I had some oral surgery this morning, and believe me, nobody wants to see me with a big old swollen jaw. And then two, I'm no international relations expert. I don't even play one on TV. But I was keenly interested in seeing what President Biden chose to say in today's speech on the world stage after meeting with other world leaders from Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, and the UK. Now, here's what President Biden chose to say at the conclusion of his prepared remarks. Quote, "And finally, we agreed that among the most important shared mission is renewing and strengthening the resilience of our democracies. I pointed out we have to prove to the world and to our own people that democracy can still prevail against the challenges of our time and deliver for the needs of our people. We have to root out corruption that siphons off our strength, guard against those who would stoke hatred and division for political gain as phony populism, invest in strengthening the institutions that underpin and safeguard our cherished democratic values, as well as protecting the free press and independent judiciaries. All of those are on the agenda. That's how we'll prove that democracy and that our alliance can still prevail against the challenges of our time and deliver for the needs of our people. This is going to be looked at 25 years from now as whether or not we stepped up to the challenge, because there's a lot of autocracies that are counting on them being able to move more rapidly and successfully in an ever-complicated world than democracies can. We all concluded we're going to prove them wrong." Close quote. So that's how President Biden chose to conclude his prepared remarks. A repudiation of autocrats like Putin, Kim Jong-un, and Donald Trump. And here's the last thing Joe Biden said at the end of the question and answer session with reporters. His final sentence was, quote, "We're going to put Ukraine in a position to be able to maintain their physical security." Remember Helsinki, folks? Remember how Donald Trump stood up on the world stage and said, I'm paraphrasing, that the U.S. intelligence community said Russia interfered in the U.S. election. But President Trudeau said it wasn't Russia. He denied it very powerfully. And I will say this, I don't see any reason why it would be Russia. In substance, Donald Trump sided with autocrat, killer, Vladimir Putin over the U.S. intelligence community. And remember how Donald Trump treated Ukraine? After Congress had allocated money to go to Ukraine to protect the Ukrainian people against unlawful Russian aggression, Donald Trump told Ukrainian President Zelensky, I'm not providing you this money so you can protect the lives of your people until you do me a favor, though. I want you to announce to the world a bogus investigation into the Bidens, something Donald Trump did for his own personal political advantage. There are actually two words in the law to describe that. One is bribery and the other is extortion. Donald Trump needs to be prosecuted for those crimes and so many others he committed against the United States and her people. But folks, I was heartened by what Joe Biden decided to prioritize in today's address to the world. One, democracy is back and we will fight autocrats with everything we've got. And two, the Ukrainian people will be in a position to maintain their physical security. Folks, as an American, I will say it feels good to be back.